The economy and some encouraging news this week. A new report showing inflation appears to be cooling even further. And the latest GDP report indicating 3.3% growth in the fourth quarter of last year. Joining us now to discuss is Jared Bernstein, the chair of the U.S. Council of Economic Advisors. Jared, good morning to you. It's great to have you. So given these latest headlines, do you think we've officially avoided a recession?
Well, we certainly have, as those numbers you just took us through clearly show. Look, if I come into the Oval Office and brief the president on a strong GDP report, he's happy to hear about that. But what he wants to know is this reaching working families? Families like the one he grew up in are easing prices. And we actually have lower prices in milk and eggs and toys, appliances, airfares, car rentals. Are they helping families to take advantage of this faster growth? And one way we're seeing that is in rising paychecks, okay? Wages have been beating prices now for about 10 months in a row. That's not a blip, it's a trend. We've got more work to do, but these developments are helping working Americans, and they're even starting to show up in improved confidence indices, something we haven't seen for a while. We saw a nice surge there in the last couple of months. So good developments, but more work to do, Whit.
So when you talk about working families, you know, one of the things in part driving this economic growth is consumer spending. But recently, credit card debt in the U.S. hit a record high with balances topping $1 trillion last year. Does that still leave our economy in a vulnerable position, people spending more than they actually have?
Well, it's something we're watching, but the important point there is that people's incomes are beating inflation. We just talked about that on the wage side. The same is true if you look at household incomes. And one reason for that is job growth, okay? 2.7 million jobs last year. That's a strong job growth year for 23. Over 14 million jobs since this president got here. If you combine the jobs with rising real, that is inflation-adjusted pay, people are servicing their debt. They're able to spend what they need to keep their debt burdens pretty low. The numbers you're citing, we're watching them. They're actually climbing off the mat from the pandemic when they were extremely low and kind of normalizing back to where they were pre-pandemic. So we don't see that as something that's going to throw us off track, but we're certainly going to keep watching it.
And one thing that is an issue for a lot of people is housing. A new Harvard University report shows that housing is now unaffordable for half of all renters in the U.S. What is the administration doing to address that?
Super important question. Now, this is an area where we really need Congress to work with us. This president, since he got here, has been committed to significantly increasing the supply of affordable housing. That supply has been dwindling over 10 years, Whit. This is a problem that greeted us when we got here. And we have an ambitious plan that could add 2 million units, really take a dent out of that shortfall in affordable housing supply. We need Congress to work with us on plans that we've had in our budget ever since we've gotten here, and we're going to keep pushing till we get there. That's a really important piece of unfinished business as we head into 2024.
All right, Jared Bernstein, thank you for your time this morning. We truly appreciate it.
Great pleasure, Whit. Thank you.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.